Friends, good afternoon. Let us start this webinar, which is the number 4 webinar of our series. And today we have a very interesting and one of the known entities of the exhibition industry. His name is Mr. Balasubramanian, and I have known him as Bala. So when I see this long name, becomes a little different to look at that because we have always known him as Bala. He's fondly known as Bala in the industry. So he is the president of the Indian Exhibition Industry Association. He has been doing a lot of work for this association. This is honorary work which people do, and they spend a lot of time in creating various activities for the industry, bringing in new talent there, bringing in youngsters out there, trying to create different kinds of seminars and activities, what they do for the industry. Besides being the industry president, the industry association president, Bala is the executive director of the Indian Machine Tools Manufacturers Association, which is known as IMTMA. IMTMA is a very big association and they organize a large show called IMTEX. And Bala is one of the key members of the core team of IMTEX. He is also the chief operating officer of the Bangalore International Exhibition Center, which is one of the best exhibition venues in the country today. In fact, I think Bala, yours was the first or the second one which started in the country. I think first was Hightex. I mean, okay, Hightex is not as big, but yours is the state of the art exhibition venue, which is one of the best. And today, I think one of the biggest, I can call it, because after they have added on those two other halls, it is one of the biggest exhibition centers. Bala has been there with BIEC from I think 2007, and he has been continuing, and now he has a lot of other additional responsibilities of BIEC as well. Before joining IMTMA and BIEC, he was part of Informa Group and the Intex Trade Fair, and of course the Visitex Foundation, which is one of the old foundations, and their exhibition used to be one of the oldest exhibitions in those days when we have heard. He has been in this industry for over 20 years now. When I asked him, when I received his biodata, I did not see anything which is related to the academics. He said, I'm a postgraduate in marketing, but besides that, more interestingly, what I would like to talk about the experience or the way we have grown in this industry. Besides all these activities, he is an active football player, and in spite of his busy schedule, he finds time to play football. I don't know whether he gets time to play it in Bangalore, but I'm sure whenever he is in Mumbai, he does a lot of footballing activity. So Bala, I think it's over to you instead of me just going on and on. Let us understand from you that I have been asking this question to all my panelists, whoever have come here and talked about the exhibition industry. The first question I've asked them is, has your entry been into this exhibition industry? Is it by an accident, or you chose to be there in this particular industry?
Thanks, Himanshu. Thanks for these opportunities. Let me congratulate you for this wonderful initiative, because what you're doing is something really good, is the EWR, because training and awareness on the exhibition industry to the next generation is very, very important. As we see, the exhibition industry in India looks very, very promising, and I'm sure anything which is at the very nascent stage, there's always an opportunity for us to grow. The same is the situation with India. India is at a very nascent stage, but it's the right time for everybody to cash on and to understand what exhibition is all about, what exhibition does to the country in terms of economy, in terms of cultural, awareness, and a lot of things it does it. So this is, I would once again congratulate you and your team for picking up the subjects and in terms of creating a lot of awareness to the next generations. I'm sure I will speak from my heart and mind out. I'm not going to be, let me be very informal also with you, because let me, as you rightly said, I just want to speak out of my experience that I've gained in the last 27 years into exhibitions, to be precise, because I feel, I'm definitely, like there are two things in my in my the list which I'm very passionate about is one is definitely exhibition, because when you speak about exhibitions, of course, there are many such veterans in the industries who have been in the industry quite before. I'm sure you had an opportunity to do with Binu, with Ravinder. I'm sure they're there much more than I was there. But of course, I've seen from the days when it was very an evolving stage of exhibitions, and currently where we are, it's very, very heartening to say, because where we were in terms of very doing an exhibition in a very traditional manner, and today, if you see, every kind of technology is used into exhibitions industry. So it's very heartening. It's things of exhibition industry has evolved, and I've been fortunate enough to see what it was some 3 decades away and what it's today. So like I would say, we always share with our age group of people that we are the blessed one to see, because we have seen a waiting period of telephone lines at our home for almost 8 years, and today at a click of a button you get a mobile SIM card in your hand. So that's been the situation. So that's been the evolutions, and that's been the transition we have seen of our age group, and probably we are two entities who have got a white mustache from the exhibition industry. And this is also coming through out of experience. And so my stepping into the exhibition industry is also, I would say, accident. It's nothing that it was planned, unlike in the last 5 years how the exhibition industry has been getting a lot of training programs right from our own industry, as well as some of those international exhibition body coming into India and doing some training programs on specific subjects. So things are definitely going to grow. A lot of things to be there, going to be add up into the kitty of the younger generations in terms of learning, so that they can plan like they do for many of the academic choice they do in their career. Exhibition is one thing which can also do it. So I also came into the industry by just a choice. I had a short stint in being in the Gulf. After I came back, I started doing some kind of small roles and helping them in doing India Pavilion in Dubai. And that company in Dubai is still existing, which is Al Fajr. So
Okay.
we started.
Okay.
So we somewhere in the early 90s probably is something which I remember.
That was
So we were
Mr.
starting.
Satish. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, Satish Khanna. Yeah, Satish
Yeah.
Khanna was there, and some other people are still existing in the team in Al Fajr. So we had a very good, interesting beginning, because it's all came through out of passion for you to, because you think you can do organizing of things very well, and exhibition fits in very well. Because again, when you look at, you want to meet different people and organizing things well before the event day, putting things together in terms for the D-Day to start. Those are certain things which been there in my mind. And when I got into the exhibition, it fits well. It fitted well, and it really, gave me that energy and enthusiasm to be on the ground, on the site, whether be it marketing, whether be it on operations, to take it up and take it as a challenge. And when the event gets over and some of the appreciations and the testimonial that you get from your people, it makes a day. So that's how I started way back in the early 90s into my exhibition career. And I'm still going strong. But exhibition is one thing which is, again, as I said, it's one of my passionate subject. And the next being football, as you rightly mentioned. Yes, when I travel to, to my family, be in Mumbai, I take an opportunity to be with my friends, and a game of football is a must in Mumbai. So that's how my short stint into exhibitions and my hobby is all about. Thank you, Manchu.
No, 26 years is not a short stint. I won't call it a short stint. I mean, you have gone a long way, and we must know about the nascent stages of exhibitions and Visitex Foundation and Intech trade fairs and Informa. See, Visitex is anybody who works with Visitex. It's like today when you talk about elevators, they say if somebody works for Otis, that means Otis is an institution by itself. I mean, people come out and then they start work somewhere else. Similarly, Visitex also, people used to say that it was one of those foundations of the activities they used to do. People come out of that and then they fit into various other fields or various other exhibition areas, but then they make it big, or they have made it big.
Yeah,
So
yeah, of course.
yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I've been with Visiting Foundation for a very, very short duration, but in that limited time, what I was there in Visiting Foundation, I was part of the Western region team as well as the Northern region team. And that gave me an exposure of doing shows in Prakriti Maidan, doing the floor plan, and working on different aspects of sales. And once you finish with the sales, get into operation. That's how the model of an exhibition team earlier it was, but which is currently you have dedicated force working on marketing, dedicated force was working for selling,
Yeah.
and dedicated force for operations and things like that, which is currently prevailing. But the earlier days, it was not like that. It was one person who starts selling right at the moment, and then the moment you start selling and at the exhibition, you are in the fairground doing the operations work. So while during my stint with Visitex, of course, they have been one of those heavyweights in the exhibition industry in the past. I think they started doing exhibition in 1976. The Visitex is also an acronym of World Instrumentation Symposium, International. That's the acronym for Visitex. Of course, they had their own strength.
It's a great exposition.
Yeah, I've got my colleague Pani along with me here, who was working with me in this conversations.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm sure he will echo my sentiment and my So he was there in Visitec for quite some time, but I was for a short time. But again, my exposure to Visitec was quite good, and that's where the tenure I had working with State Pavilion, an exhibition like instrumentation and control, infrastructure, power and energy. These are some of the subjects which I did there. But again, that gave me an exposure into how to do a large exhibition like this, getting into State Pavilion, how to market a particular theme to state, how to encourage state to participate and display the strength in the pavilions. So that was that. And after that, I had a very good stint and good exposure. And thanks to my that 5 years tenures in Intertrade Fairs, where Jacob McMahon was there, and Jacob is also an old hat in the exhibition industry.
Yes.
He's been one of those veterans in the exhibition industry, along with Mr. Inder Mohan. I believe they both worked with Chemtech Foundation. So being there again, at Intertrade Fairs, had an experience of working in different subjects, whether it is pumps and valves, or it's medical equipment, or it is cargo, or the logistics, pharma. Diverse this thing, but also I've been doing exhibitions both in Western region as well as I was heading the Southern region based out of Chennai, where we did exhibition on safety and fire and safety. We did health and medical equipment, subjects like that. So, and again, Hentech Trade Fair was a very good experience on diverse subjects. Good learning in terms of you were empowered to pick up subjects in cities of your own and work it together, on your own. You drive it on your own. So that was very, very encouraging. That and I, during my tenure in tech, also had an opportunity to do work with some of those industry. My friends who are there at the moment, including the late Daryl D'Souza, who was with me in Intertrade Fairs. We had I had even Sapna Kirtani, who heads the outbound in REITs. She was there, and Narendra and Xavier. Some of those people who are currently in the exhibition industry in the different industry. So I had an opportunity to working with them, and it was a great exposure as Intex. And coming to Intex, coming to IMTMA, when I switched from Bombay to Bangalore, it was something very great, because I've been currently, if you see the history of IMTMA was started something in 1946, and they started doing association activities. And the exhibition that currently, which you mentioned, IMTEX, is currently one of the oldest exhibition in the country. It was an exhibition which started in 1969. Today, you do not have any exhibition in the country which is as old as Intex. And if you see the entire model, the profile of the exhibitions, the visitor profile of the exhibitions, it's something which started in Godrej Complex in 1969. It traveled from Bombay to Delhi, and it got settled in Bangalore, and it got settled in our own premises, which is BIC. And BIC has also been the dream of some of the visionaries of the IMTMA. And that's how we started, thinking that why not we have our own exhibition center. So that's been my journey of some of those big companies in the exhibition industry. So I'm here at IMTMA. I think I have a few more years to go. And
but this is interesting. Yeah. As you have been saying about talking about various industries, you have talked about various segments of the industry. So see, the basic purpose of doing this particular exercise is to bring in this new talent, or the students who are yet to complete their graduation, and there are some freshers who have already completed their studies and now wanting to look at various fields as their career. This would be very interesting, because see, you just don't get to work only for a specific industry. Here you are working for machines, then you are working for something else. you have various activities which are happening. So you work across all those specific industries, and then you get to know, you get to meet people. Also, interestingly, it was during those days when you got to work in sales, got to work in operations, you could do layouts, you could do other things. Of course, in today's world, though there are very I won't call it compartmentalized, but very focused, you still get to learn and you still get to study all those things, and it's this is a very interesting thing. What do you think? I mean, you joined in as an accident, you came in, but do you have any regrets to be in this industry, Bala?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I have no regrets, and I wish I knew about this industry pretty well so that I could have joined immediately after my college. Because of course, because of my nature in terms of organizing things, I accidentally got into it. But I was thinking that I wish I had this the knowledge about the exhibition industry well immediately after my exhibition, after my education career. I would have got into it, and things would have been different. Of course, no regrets. Whatever I've been there in the last 27 years, I've learned a lot, I've gathered a lot. It still is a learning for me because the younger generation, thanks to the younger generation, because they come out with something very out of the box, that is which very much needed, because being a veteran or being a person with so much of experience, but sometimes we look it into the same format of what we have seen in the past. Because somebody, you bring in something out of the industry and you pose a question to them, pose a, some kind of crisis and some kind of issues to them, they come up with a solution which is absolutely very astonishing and something which is very heartening to know that that's what he called as an out of the box thinking. So definitely coming from an outside world, definitely going to have an edge and have an advantage. And thanks. I'm sure I'm very happy the younger generation would have much more opportunity than what we had for them to learn too many things, because India is a growing country. A growing country. It's a growing economy. Today, the opportunity what it gives in terms of exhibitions is absolutely enormous. I just want to touch upon the size of the exhibition industry, how it has been growing in the last 10 to 15 years. What I've been seeing very closely. If you see, the venue where I am part of, the exhibition venue. Why we thought, because venue plays an important role into the value chain of the exhibitions. Because earlier we had an inventory of close to around just 2.5 lakh square meters in India, and people always had a sort of a problem that India doesn't have large venue. India doesn't have exhibition purpose-built venue. Today, from 2,500 square meter inventory, I think we would be touching around almost double, and we would be somewhere around 4,75,000 square meter. And today, every city has got an exhibition center. It started like from Bombay, Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Coimbatore, and then Bangalore. And today we are at 77,005 square meter, 70,500 square meter. And our aim is to touch 100,000 square meter. And this is basically, the need has been there. So that with the inventory of the exhibition venue is increasing. The inventory of exhibitions organizers in the country is increasing. Today, you not have any big brands, the global brand, which is now existing in India. Everybody is there because India gives that much opportunity in terms of exhibitions. As the industry is going, as the economy is going, as the industries are growing, there is a need, and there is a strong recognition from the industries that exhibition is one of those important media for promotions. Because gone are the days when people were banking on the conventional medias like newspaper. Yes, they continue to remain there. The print media continue to remain there. But the kind of immediate effect in terms of business inquiry generations, business concluded immediately, is only happens at exhibitions. So just to throw a figure, I think there is some kind of a statistic available with the Center of Exhibition Industry Research, which is part of IAE. They say that the amount of money you spend on a face-to-face to create an inquiry is something around $200. But whereas when you do it in an exhibition, is less than around $140. So the amount of money you invest to create a face-to-face is much, much lesser than what you invest in creating face-to-face. So that's the power of exhibitions, actually. So exhibition industry is definitely going to grow. It's looks very promising. I sometimes envy the younger generation because they have got everything in place. You have the large industry, you have a promising industry, you have a very good career opportunity. You have so many associations where you can bank on, grab the knowledge. Today is a digital age. we didn't have the luxury of getting a click of a button informations. We had to ask people, ask some other veterans, bank on certain things. Today, you click of a button, you touch upon anybody in the, you go to LinkedIn, you connect with people, ask questions. There are so many portals available, so many knowledge portals available. You can download the reports. So they are flush with information at the moment, and it's something going to be very great for them.
Very, very true. Very, absolutely true. In fact, I have been saying this all this while. I mean, right from my initial days and later as I was progressing or whatever work I was doing. Exhibition is the only medium where you can have one-on-one interaction with your customer. There is no other medium of advertising gives you this opportunity to talk to your customer one-on-one, face-to-face. So this is going to stay there. This is going to grow, and this is growing. The purpose of doing this is we wanted the younger generation to know that this particular field is there. You can make your career. Unfortunately, there was nobody who could guide us, but still we could make our way and we could reach whatever stages or whatever positions we have reached. So if they get the guidance, they will be able to do it much better than what we have done. And that is the reason, if you see these webinars, first I had Mr. Ravinder Sethi, who was from the logistics side. Then I had Mr. Binu, who was from the exhibition infrastructure. Then the last speaker was Ms. Seema Srivastava, who is from the association side. Today I have you, you're from the venue side, and of course you also have an association. Now, association, and that too a very big association, the association which has been there for many, many, many years and have been doing some good work of doing IMTEX. And of course, you do a lot of other work besides exhibition. So I want to understand, how do you balance your act of being a head of exhibition venue and then also a executive director of the association? This must be a very great effort you must be taking to balance these, because one side you have completely a different role, whereas the other side you have to play a role of a venue manager or venue owner.
I don't know. I don't see that as a tough job, because having that background experience of exhibitions, as I mentioned, BIC is a purpose-built exhibition center and it's been built over the experience of organizing exhibitions. And we've been, as I mentioned, that IMTMA has also been an organizer since last 50 years. So we know what are the pain points of an organizer. And that's how we have brought in all those elements into BIC. So managing BIC, of course, for me, it's managing exhibition as a venue. IMTMA IMTEX as managing as an exhibition organizer. It's something which I've always been doing it. Venue, again, both the things works pretty well for me. I would say I would give the credit to the entire way the system and the model that we work on. Today is IMTMA is one such organization where we have a very well-driven process for everything that we do. I know whether you do an exhibition, which is IMTEX, right from a smaller activity, like how do we somebody register on the entrance, on the registration area, to the place until he exits from that. For every smaller activity in the exhibitions is process driven, and there is a process owner. So which has been very proven and which has been very, very effective in terms of measuring where is an area that we need to fill the gaps, where is the area that we need to enhance in terms of effectiveness. So for the exhibition as well as for the venue, we work on a very lean team. For the exhibitions, IMTMA, the exhibition that we do, our team size is maybe just 13 and trade fair. The exhibition size that we're talking about, something like 50,000 square meter net. Wow. 50,000 sold space at IMTEX, and we manage with the team size, the exhibition core team size of 13 people. But of course, we have the support team, which is coming from different other departments as well. This, we are able to do it only because we have a very well-crafted process in place with us for every smallest activity that we have. Be it promotional, be it sales, be it operations, be it vehicles coming inside, being offloading things into the hall directorships, everything is well laid process. On a similar way, IMTEX, BIC, which is laid out in a 57-acre area, which is 77,000 square meters of halls, 5 halls. We have a team size, both put together in terms of sales, operations. I think we would be around, say, 12 people actually. So again, this we are able to do it again, thanks to the process that we have, and thanks to the people who are managing this process very effectively. So this is something which you have a team which is they know what their role is, and they know what their commitment is, and they know what they are accountable for. So when this is drilled down to the people of a people in the mind of the people, and they are able to do the job what they are supposed to do it, it's easy for me, and easy for me to report to the management as to that we are doing a very successful job. So answering to your questions, both trade fair operations, trade fair organizing, and BIC goes well and well, because we understand any customers who comes into BIC as a customer, is an organizer. We are able to understand his pain points. We are able to understand what his requirement is. We are able to give him a role which is, we are able to give him some kind of guidance, and in terms of suggestions and views, because we understand coming as an organizer. So that makes things very easy for us. So that's plays a very important role for me in terms of understanding the needs of a customer of a BIC, and also as an organizer. So that's how it works well with me, and
I
for
will.
the team as well, actually.
No, it's a. See, I have had an opportunity to work with your team way back in 2014 when we had Ilakrama there, when I was with HEMA, and I can vouch for what you are saying. I mean, it's a fantastic team. It's a fantastic venue. Of course, I have not worked in your new halls now, 4 and 5. But those days, okay, we created those temporary structures and things. Okay, it was uh, it was tiring. It was definitely very stressful, but it was, the experience with BIC was fantastic, and I enjoyed it. So I can vouch for what you're saying, and second, and support all those your team members who have supported us, and I will definitely give all the credit to your team
Thank
for
you so
giving
much.
giving that comfort to the, as an organizer. I mean, I never felt that I was somewhere out, and it was really a great experience. So
Thank you so much.
having said this, this would be, you are now BIEC and I am TMASM, and that is one part. Now you are also playing a role of president of the association. And what are the new activities the association planning for exhibition industry? Let's not talk. I'm not coming on to the this 2020 what phase we are going through currently, but I'm generally talking about the overall thing and what you're planning to do for younger generation in terms of bringing in more talent into this industry, or giving any kind of a push to the youngsters to take this as a career, or is there any program which has been planned? Or
Thanks for asking this question, Himanshu. Actually, we had this something initiative we have in mind. We had announced something like the young professionals of the exhibition industry, young professional of IEIA. We have worked on some initiative which we will be rolling out pretty soon, probably in the coming weeks. This is let it be a surprise to me, a surprise
okay.
to the audience, and definitely we will announce it in the soon. But we have something in mind. But definitely we have this. We recognize the fact that younger generation are the players for the industry. They are in need. They are support. They have to be there with whatever knowledge they're going to bring into the exhibition industry. So we are working on various aspects to how to bring the younger generation into prominence, so that whatever it needs to be them in terms of mentoring, in case if they have some knowledge to be given to them, we are offering some helping hand, or hand holding to them, in terms of where they can always come back to us and ask us various questions. What is in for them, actually. Those kind of questions, if they have in mind, they can always have an. I'm also available in case anybody wants to have a direct a chat with me. I'm available. So we definitely have some initiative in mind which we're going to roll out. Of course, then we have, in terms of events, we have the IE Open seminar which should be happening. Of course, we have lost 1 year; we couldn't do it in 2020, but definitely we have that coming up in 2021. So we will have the IE Open seminar happening somewhere in the month of May. Then the young professionals activity will also be rolled out soon. So these are two things which we are doing it for the younger generation. Of course, we have a very good, strong team, a team of people who are working, who had been helping hand to us in terms of doing a lot of social media campaigns today. And when you're talking about opportunity in the exhibition industry, it doesn't necessarily means that, like when you are from the accounts background, you work on trial balance, you work on tax matters, you can have access on different other matters. Similarly, when you are talking about exhibitions, exhibition is, of course, is one topic, but when you have an opportunity, gone are the days when we were talking about only exhibition. Today in exhibitions, you can do selling. Once you finish selling, before the selling, you can do marketing. When you want to do, when you finish with this, you can do on-site activities in terms of operations. Then today we have something like two new subjects, which is basically digitalization and exhibitions. Anybody who's tech savvy, who has the hands-on experience on IT and technologies, they work on various aspects. Today in exhibition industry, everything is getting digitized, right from registration onwards to survey to customer engagement, webinars, you know, um, your audio visuals, everything is based on technology. Somebody who's tech savvy, looking into exhibition as a background, exhibition as a career, we definitely look at audio visuals as one. And then you also have then the social media. Today, the power of social media is so much in terms of disseminating, in terms of amplifying particular information can be done with social media. Somebody who's got a social media background, let him have a social media as one of his core competencies, but let him be, he can always try that in doing different ways in the exhibition industry. So whatever you may be, you're a sales guy, you're a marketing, you're an operations, being on the side, you are social media, you are a tech persons, you can always be there. There is a role for them. So whatever your hobby is, whatever your liking is in your career, you can bring that into the exhibition industry. So there is no dearth for such opportunity in the exhibition industry today.
So you will recommend exhibition as a career to the younger generation?
Definitely, 100%, I would say 200%, because this is the right time, because the last few years have been very promising, and the next few years is going to be very, very good in terms of, because the way the industry has been growing, as I mentioned, the venues are growing, exhibitions organizers are coming up to India, setting up shops in India. There are many people, many entrepreneurs who are coming up in the industry. There are, those were the days when we had topics like engineering. We had so vehicle, you had something like on say food processing. Today you have topics on say food ingredients. We used to have something on food technology, food processing. Today there are exhibitions on food ingredients. There is an exhibitions on agarbattis. Can you believe this? There is an exhibition on agarbattis. So there are topics today. Topics are becoming very, very, very niche. So there is always an opportunity, and there is always a market available in every nook and corner of India. So there is always a great opportunity. You could either be into the exhibition industry. You can always, if you have the capability, you can also become an entrepreneur in the exhibition industry. Today, that's the opportunity available in the Indian market.
Oh, this is great. But Bala, you talked about people from IT with a background of IT. Now tell me, a person like me who has not done anything beyond the graduation, the basic graduation. So if somebody is a BA, BCom or a BSc or a BMM and BMS, I mean, you have those other streams also which are there now. How does one even think of getting into the, see, nobody has a clue. People do, otherwise what they do is then they do some banking activity, they get into banks, they try to get into some sales activity, but nobody looks at exhibitions. And another sad part is nobody goes and says, I want to join BIEC, I want to join Pragati Maidan, I want to join NESCO as a venue authority. So how does one even look at or think about choosing this as a career?
No, that's how I would say. The initiative like what you're doing is very, very important. One is definitely you're trying to bring in people, and so that giving them an exposure of different people from the industry. Like you have a venue owner, you have an exhibition organizer, you have a the sectorial association, like you got Miss Seema Srivastava from ITME. So if you're able to bring in people and giving them the exposure as to what opportunities available, that is what we have to do. Another important role has to be played by the media also. So we have to bring it down. I know that the importance, the strength of an exhibition. We may also try and reach out to many of those event management institutes. So there are people who are going enrolling themselves today in the event management. I think earlier there used to be a separate academy on event management. Today, some of those colleges, some of those institutions have got curriculum on event management. So how do you reach out to them, help them in drafting out some kind of curriculum in terms of the strength of trade fairs? I'm talking about trade fairs specifically because that's something which role played in terms of building economy and looking at the Indian market. So that is something which if we could do it, if media can play a role, if you can play a role. We also, when we do exhibitions, we also try and get some people on board, because as IMTEX being a large exhibition, we get people almost a month before on board, and we try and go and reach out to those institutes. If you are able to send out, say, 10, 15 bright students who wanted to have on-site experience into an event like IMTEX, we always welcome them to come. We have approached them in the past. We have got some limited response, but we have tried out to some of the engineering students, because IMTEX being an engineering exam, it works very well with them in terms of coming here, understanding about machines, because they have the domain knowledge in terms of when they're coming for exhibition, they know what the machine is all about. In terms of, we used a lot of those engineering students to take some delegation around the exhibition and tell them what IMTEX is all about, what a particular machine does. So we are in need of such people from the exhibition industry, from the engineering background, so that it helps us in building it. And definitely when we feel somebody is bright enough and he wants to make a career into the exhibition industry, we'll look for as an opportunity. If they're available, if there are vacancies available, we'll definitely look for absorbing them into the mainstream.
So you do take interns during IMTEX, and then
we don't take them as interns, but we take them as sort of a short-term assignments. But definitely we keep an eye out such people who are there. There are young guys who definitely has that acumen in terms of working on events. So we identify them, we talk to them separately, and then whenever there's an opportunity available, we take them on.
And is there any possibility of they getting absorbed, not necessarily with IMTMA or BIEC, but then through your connections, or they can get picked up somewhere else? May not be.
Definitely, we could do that. Definitely, we can. I can also tell you probably we can look at working on a particular model, so that we can create a sort of a bank at the association level, so that any of our members would like to use them in their assignment, whether it is short term or medium term or long term or on a permanent basis. We could look at this, and this I can tell you as the president of the association, we can look at this opportunity. We can look at this initiative.
Fantastic.
I will be happy to do that.
So Bala, now to sum it up, I mean, I know I've taken a lot of people have given a lot of time, including you. I remember Mr. Ravinder Sethi, I pulled him out on the Dussehra day, but he was kind enough to be there and help me with starting this particular activity. In fact, he was one of our first speakers. So what I'm saying is, to sum this up, what kind of advice you will give to these youngsters who want to get in? What should be their approach, how they should go about it, and what could be the future for them? How far can they go, or where they can reach?
No, my piece of advice to these people is basically, anywhere you're looking for a career in any industry, of course, the minimum qualification I would say is a graduate, or even if they are not able to graduate, if you're doing after the 12th, if they're going to diploma in terms of whatever management or something like that, that should be the minimum criteria in terms of. But I would say that these students, younger generation, should do their homework in terms of, everything may not be able to. They may not be able to trust what we tell them. It's for them to, on their own, if they can, do some kind of data mining, do in terms of their due diligence in terms of looking into various. Because since I mentioned that today they have the strength, they have the capability, they have the wherewithal to, at a click of a button, they can gather information. Today, if I can send it to you, which are those sites, which are those portals where they can search, where they can understand what is the exhibition, trade fair exhibition is all about. They can go through it. They can see, what are the opportunities available within India, what are the opportunities available outside India. So there are many associations like, we have in India, we have many sectoral associations. Like IMTMA is an association for machine tools and manufacturing technologies. There is an association for plastics. There is an association for electrical. There is an association for textile equipment. There is an association for construction. Each one of them are doing exhibitions. Why are they doing exhibitions? Because that's when one of the value add they can give it to their membership. because the strength of exhibition is, as I rightly mentioned, you also would watch for it. The kind of business generations in an exhibition is they may not be able to get it through any other media. Just to throw a number, when we have MTechs, when there are exhibitors participating in exhibitions, the volume of business generation in the 7-day exhibition is around 2,800 crores.
Wow.
The business concluded at the exhibition is 2,800 crores, and the inquiry generation in the 7 days is almost 10 times. So that's the power of exhibitions. So that's how people are exhibiting today. Every manufacturer of products and services feels is very, very important for them to get business. Means exhibition is the only platform. Of course, many other things, social media, website, print media, advertisement would come secondary, but definitely exhibitions I know it's always on their forefront in terms of priority, in terms of marketing. So there is opportunity. There are people can look at, they can do their own due diligence in terms of information gathering. They can connect with people like us, people like, we have an associations, IEIA, where they can always connect. If, as I mentioned, that we will try and put a CV bank for people who are interested, and any of the members would like to pick up these aspirants, they can always do that. So these are certain things, and as I mentioned, I can give out some names. Like in the exhibition industry is one in India. We have many such international students which does a lot of activities. They can tell you what is the power of exhibition is all about. Based on that, then they can decide. I'm telling you, exhibition is very, very encouraging, very, very promising. A person who is little extrovert goes like to do out of the mind, out of these things and do some things. Exhibition is the place. It takes you a different culture. It makes you meet people with different across industry, different sectoral associations of different industries. And it also tells, you can also definitely, there is one good thing is you can travel a lot in an exhibitions. I'm sure you would have worked
I
for
was
it.
about to
I've
I was
been,
about to ask you this particular aspect as well.
today, if, we get to travel to so many countries, and of course, it all depends upon which stream of exhibition is all about. So it's very, very promising, So that's how I would look at it. So everybody who's looking at exhibition industry has to do some due diligence from their own side, but they can always connect with different people, and I also connect with different portals and gather information. Any help from the industry, we're always there to help.
Fantastic. See, this is really interesting that when you talked about so much of opportunity which is there, and these aspects of you traveling, you meeting people, you going abroad, not going abroad just to visit the exhibition, but sometimes you even get an opportunity to go and work in those exhibitions if you have your counter association or your counterpart who's doing something like some activity. So there is a whole lot of activity which you can do in this exhibition industry. And as Bala mentioned, there are all the international players are already here. They are here only because there is business. And in fact, our next webinar, Bala, which is going to happen on the 16th of this month, and we will have the German organizer. It's going to be Sonia Prasher, who is the managing director of Nuremberg Messe. She would be the speaker, and she will also give us a insight of what happens and how German organizers work and what are the ways people can look at this career and try to get into the exhibition organizing side, and that too with the German organizer. So it has been a wonderful talk with you, Bala, and really thank you very much.
I can quote some of the names, like you have the international body of exhibition called UFI,
Yeah.
Based out of Paris. Then you have an association which is IAE, based out of US. You have OMA, which is a German exhibition industry association, where you get a lot of scientific information on exhibition, specifically who's who of the exhibition in the in Germany. And then you have in the South Asian country like Africa, they have like something like SACIOS, or these are something which is available there. These are all associations which are specifically on the exhibition industry. So and IE has also got another division called the Center of Exhibition Industry Research, where you can get a lot of information on what I mentioned, how people spend on exhibitions, how is it very effective as compared to face-to-face, compared to face-to-face direct selling. So these are certain information, stats and statistics which are very scientific in nature. You will be able to get those information from these kind of sites, and this would be very encouraging in terms of information. And then they could decide what is the way that they want to. And in any point of time, any kind of handholding, any information required, there are various people available in the industry who will be able to help them.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bala. I'm going to ask the our guest if they have the attendees, if they have any questions. If there are any questions, you may write in the chat box, and we will ask Bala for those questions. And whatever we can answer, we will 100% answer. And Bala will definitely have most of the answers because he is the man of the president of the industry, Indian exhibition industry. So he will be able to definitely give us his views on whatever your questions are. So if there are any questions, you may please type in the chat box, and we'll take it from there. There are some comments which have come, Bala, here as I see.
Okay.
Vinod Shashidharan has said that Elecrama 2014 was a wonderful experience. In fact, Vinod was my colleague, if you remember.
Yes, 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 yes.
And there is Sachin Handaji is saying that the only way to keep safe is to keep distance and wear mask. We are doing that. We have been doing this. So I hope we all do this till we find the vaccine. There are no questions, Bala. So I think more or less people have understood what we had to say and what we had to explain. Okay, there are two messages which I see now.
Yeah.
That's it. So I thank you very much, Bala, for your time and giving us lots of information about VIEC and IMTMA, and of course about the future and the career in exhibitions. So this will help the younger generation, and we will be able to bring in more and more younger generation to join in, and with some amount of experience. In fact, the activity which I want to, as I have been mentioning to you offline, that there would be training which will be given to these people who want to get into this. Of course, it's not on the job training is always the best training, but the basic training, that what is a layout, what is a budget, how marketing can be done, how are those other activities which can be done. So we will get into that, and I will definitely require IEI's support to bring in. So I will come to you all for your advice, for your suggestions, how one can take this forward. So thank you very much, Bala, and thank you very much the attendees who have spent time and given us this encouragement to do these webinars for last couple of months. And next week we are going to have Sonia Prashar from the Indo-German Chambers and Nuremberg Besse, and we will continue to have these kind of activities to support the industry. And our industry is a great industry. I myself have been with the industry for 32 plus years now, and it's very challenging, and it's like an addiction. Once you get in, you don't feel like getting out.
Exactly. You rightly mentioned it's an addiction. I miss that word. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. I don't think you have rarely it's very rare of somebody who's been to exhibition and switched on to another industry. There are people who are lawyers. There are people who are heading the organization who are chartered accountants. So people from the other stream have gone into the exhibitions, have got attached to it. So it's an addiction actually. And the topic is such. It's actually I'm missing the word actually. It's something you keep talking it. You will keep talking. You will not able to exactly. Ravindra said it's in our DNA.
In our DNA, absolutely.
It's in our DNA that we can't speak anything other than exhibitions, and it's very. I'm not missing that word actually. So we can keep talking for hours and hours and days together on exhibitions actually.
Very true. Very.
So, thanks for the opportunity, Himanshu, and I'm definitely as the representative of the exhibition industry, along with my other colleagues who are here also, or will be available for any kind of help that is required for younger generation, for students who wants to know about exhibitions. Anywhere they are stuck in terms of decision making, we are always there to have a chat with them, and we are there to support.
Wonderful.
And we wish everybody a great future and great career.
Thank you so much, Bala. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, the attendees. It's been a wonderful session this time also, and we look forward to such successful sessions with you all. And of course, Bala, I invite you virtually though. Personally, I can't. But anyway, I'll send you a mail to attend my next session with Sonia
Sure. Thank you so much.
and the others also.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Take
you so
care.
much.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.